Hi. So this should work today. I think I got everything all set up correctly. And so I'm really looking forward to everyone that's able to show up today and for all of you that will be watching the replay. So just so any new people that come on here, I just want you to know that I go live every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time and about 1 p.m. Eastern time. So there's times when it's not working well, and so then I don't get on here. But the intention of doing this is to share with you a light language transmission to activate your light codes. And so your light codes are they're actually like the dormant aspects of our crystalline DNA. That's where they're housed. And so the light language the transmissions is transmissions from higher sources of self, the universe, planetary systems, and it activates the light code. So you begin to experience more spiritual understanding. Excuse me, I need to get a drink. Begin to experience inner healing, able to release situations and emotions with more ease. And so I also do this as my business, as this is what I do, is I work individually with people doing this type of coaching with them. And so when I do this type of coaching with them, I'm using my background as a clinical social worker and teaching people, how to move through emotions and what emotions do in the body, as well as speaking light language to them to activate those codings within them so that they are able to move forward with their intentions. So that's a little bit about what I do. So my website and all that information is always in the description. And so you can click on that and view my website and what I do. So I also do like donation services also. So check those out. Those are really fun. And I'm in the Phoenix area right now. And so I'm doing some live classes. And so I'm going to also be doing some other live classes. I'll be posting it like on Facebook and Instagram, and so that you can connect with me that way as well. So if you're on here and if you have the chat available, I just invite you to say hi so I know who's here, and then we can get going. So today really is what I want to talk about is our crystalline body, and how we're constantly in this process of activating our crystalline body. And so when we activate our crystalline body, we get lighter and lighter. And so our density decreases. And we are then able to move through this world with more ease. It's almost like we can start to float through life with more ease. Things make more sense to us. We experience this release. We start to experience peace and bliss and this higher consciousness. And so we're really coming into this aspect now. And so we want to do all the different things that we can in order to assist us along this process. I know that for me personally, about I kind of came out of it probably a year and a half ago or so, but this happened 2 to 2.5 years ago, where I went through, many of you may have heard, like the dark night of the soul. And so that's when it's not fun, but it's super interesting, because I was talking to a friend yesterday about it, and I'm like, but it was during that time that I was getting a lot of spiritual insights. When we go through the dark night of the soul, is what's happening to us is that our consciousness and our ascension process, I guess you can call it, but our consciousness is shifting so quickly that our physical form is having a hard time keeping up and understanding what's going on. And so is what happens is that we might go into this deep depression. We might go into this aspect of nothing makes sense. I don't know why I'm here, all those types of things. And I know for sure that happened to me. I was like, but then I would go into meditation, I'd get all these insights, and I'm like, but what am I supposed to do with this? Because I feel so like bogged down with life. And so having gone through that experience, now I get to assist others to move through that experience, because I know what you're going through. I know what that feels like. I mean, I went into the deep depression to the point where it was like, I don't want to be here anymore, where I literally was like, I would be happy not being here anymore. How can I not be here anymore? And that's a scary place to be when you don't really know what's going on. And luckily I had support and things, I was working with somebody. And so I had that support and that understanding that there was something higher going on. So I was able to move through that and shift through that pretty quickly. Not that it kind of ebbed and flowed, but that is, that's a little bit about my experience. Okay. So with that is what I would like to share with everyone today or the light language transmission that I want to share with everyone is coming through and assisting you in that process of shifting your light body. So you may be experiencing really quick shifts, which can dysregulate you. It probably will dysregulate you. And so this light language transmission that I'm going to be doing today is to more fully activate the coding within you, so that the shifting, so that you're able to regulate yourself quicker. And with that, I just want to invite anyone that feels pretty dysregulated and wants assistance to please reach out to me. You can schedule a session. You can do like the donation session, whatever it is that fits your needs. I encourage you to do that because it's so helpful. I know it's what got me through into this next phase in what I'm doing. So that's all I'm going to say for today. And I want to get right into this light language transmission for you guys. So I always start with a brief meditation. And the reason for that is because it is so important for us to experience a connection, whether it's visually or just the intention of it, of connecting to that grid system of the earth and the grid system of the universe through our heart space. We have this sacred heart space that's kind of between the actual heart space here and your solar plexus area. I call it the sacred heart. I've heard it called the golden chakra, I think is what I've heard it be called. But that's our sacred grid system. And so when we connect, actually, it's what it does is when we have that intention of connecting to the universe and the earth grids through it, is that then it expands out all around us, and it creates this, then we can like experience being in our sacred space, being in our grid space. And this is where we can actually navigate through things, where we can manifest and create and move through things. We can go to this space at any time and release whatever it is we need to release, because it's going to go out, down where it needs to go, down into the earth or up into the universe. It's going to go out, and then this light is going to come in. There's going to be this light body coming in. It's really a fun experience. And so I like to create that space so that as the transmission comes through, you can be in that space. And even if you see visually, even visualize the different codings coming in, or the light coming in, or however it is that you experience it. You might experience it through sensation. Okay, so just get into a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. And allow yourself to connect with your breath first, just connecting with your breath. You're not trying to change it. Your body knows how to breathe itself, observing the rise and fall of your belly and chest, observing the sensation of breath. And now connect to your body, your physical form. You can start from your head and go down to your toes, or you can start from your toes and go up to your head. Just experience the sensations in your body. Not attaching to them, just noticing. And if you're experiencing something that feels uncomfortable, whether it's an emotion or a physical sensation or physical pain, is to give it a breath or two. And as you do that, just observe how it shifts, how that sensation shifts. And become aware of your spine. Your spine houses your nervous system, this system where it gets all the information from the brain and moves it all out through your body. And just taking a moment to thank the wisdom of your body. And then bring your awareness to about 12 inches below your feet, or 12 inches below you. This is your Earth Star chakra. It spins and opens. This chakra system allows this portal system to open. It's your opening to connect fully with the earth, with Gaia. This is where your energetic roots grow down through the crust and rocks, through the water, the lava, all the way down to the center, this crystalline grid. Just intend, observe this connection of your root system connecting in with the earth, with her grid. It's like this plugging in, where you're fully received by her. And the energy moves up through your limbs, your lower limbs, up into your tailbone, into your abdomen, where the solar plexus and sacral are. Connecting up into your sacred heart space. Connecting fully into your energy as it continues to rise up through your heart, in your throat, your third eye, your crown. Then you notice your soul star chakra spinning and opening, your portal to the universal grids. Your root system grows up as well, like limbs of a tree, connects into the sacredness of the universal grid, that Christos grid system. And the energy of the universe moves down through your head, through your chest, and connects once again with your sacred heart grid. And it's in this space that the earth frequency, the universal frequency, and your sacred frequency connect and expand out all around you through all of your chakra system. It's like these laser beams going out all around you, creating your sacred orb, creating your own personal geometric pattern in this beautiful sacred grid system. And just observe this and receive in this light language transmission with the intention of assisting your physical form, your mind body and emotion body and physical body in this process of becoming your beautiful sacred self. You're being able to sit fully in your power. O Basha Moainaia, O Shomoko Shahi, O Mahana Shanako Mahi, Domakushna Iashai, Poshko Aya Mokoda Shanakia Doho Shai Bahana. O Mahishakoa Yashamaa, O Ashikipoko Nashakiaha, Ora Shanamokushna Hi Bora Shanakoa, Ida Mokushna Shikoma, Ina Or Shakina Moko, Ashimakomi Kashiadaha, Anahishao. Ushakama. Oshnamakushnikeha dohoshnamaki. Oshnamakomiakia shanamakoa. Dashnamakomoshnikima nikoshnaki. Oshnamokoma dashanakoa. Ushnamakia shinako. Ora shanamakada shanakushnikia hada. Udamo hushnaki. Poshnamakira nashno koda shikiana. Ushnamakia. Oshnamako ma kishikiada shanahada boha. Ushnamakiada mokoshnahada shanamakushnaki. Ishnamakora shanamakushnakia hada shanako. Obahishnaki umasha. Oshnamakora shakishnamahaka. Ida shanikumahi. Ushnamakara sha'ai. O Mahishanakumaha. Ukashinamakoma ikashikiara. O Mashanagona shikia dohushniki. Ashnama hoka shikina mokura shahada. Umakashna ina shiko ushnamaki. Abashna no kushna makira ushna kiera hobakashna. Ushni makino shanamakashni ashiki. Umashana koshne shiko kishida baka yeshinemokua. Orashanamaka neshi namakada bukushnaki. Ishinamo ona ishineko hakashada dabo ashineko. Ishinamo kumia dashna ina ushda. Akada shinamako mahi. Umakshinamako ushdaha. Poshnena shikoba hiki. Oshnamakunia dahada shomakira. Umakushnia iya. Ashnamuku shile badashni kumashikira dashnamuku adaha. Iramukushna doshnamaki omashabahak hashanoko. Ishnamuku adaha dashnoko. Ula shama uma hishakoda shadabaku ashia damakashanako. Ashnamakia nahasha. Ora shamakuada kirabakoshnia. O mahina o shaka damakoshniki. Doshnia. Your guidance teams want you to know that they really do know how hard this is, how hard this can be. They do know what you so willingly signed up for. And they want you to know that there's this comfort, that they show up in comfort in those moments, those brief moments that we have where all of a sudden everything feels like complete peace or bliss, even though nothing in the outer world feels like it has changed. And to breathe those moments in, those are moments almost, they're like the angels are kissing you. And the more and more you become aware of those moments, they're actually doing it very, very often. But the more and more you notice those moments and really stop and breathe it in, breathe that sensation in, the more and more you are able to experience them being there for you. Umashakoda Shadeshana Mokushnaki Ikadashana Koba Hakashana Koreshana Ha Irubu Ushna Kiada Harakushna Baka Akadashana Mokuadiki. Whenever you're ready, you can breathe, breathe that grid system in to your form. Whether you visualize it, experience it as sensation, or just know or intend that that's what's happening. You're breathing in the codes into your physical form, really into your bones. Your bones hold memory. That's why there's that saying, I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my bones that I've been here before. I can feel it in my bones that I know you. Because your bones literally hold those memories. So bring these memories in. Bring this remembrance of this coding into your system. And just blink your eyes open whenever you're ready, if you haven't already. So if anyone wants to share anything, please share. A couple things that have really helped me through that dark night of the soul. And I think I'll actually probably do a live here really soon about that, and really about my experience, just with the intention that it can help others. So, but a couple things that really helped me through that time was literally like when there was always these, like, I mean, they were quick, like split seconds sometime. but this overwhelming peace and calm. It's like, oh, this is beautiful. And breathing that in, it became very clear to me. It's like, breathe it in. Your bones need to remember what that feels like. It's like our physical form when we came into this earth forgot what that feels like, and forgot why we're here, and forgot that we're here experiencing and playing. And so it's like we're relearning. And so, like, with this activation today, it's like activating that relearning aspect. And so that was something that really, really helped me. The other thing that really grounded me in was, there's quite literally, there's often where I would have to just remind myself, this is just part of the experience. Remind myself that things ebb and flow. And when we're in that ebb, we often we so easily forget the flow. So journaling the flow, the rise part, and reading that over to yourself, so that you remind yourself that this doesn't last forever. And that can help. That can help shift you through, and to be kind to yourself, to be gentle with yourself. And really, the other thing that really helped me is that I sought someone out that I connected with, who helped me, who did this kind of work, who does coaching, and helped me to move through it. And I just want you to know that I'm there to help you with that as well. So please reach out if you are connected in doing something like that. So I really hope that this was a blessing to everyone, and re-listen to it as often as you can. This was something else that really helped me, is that I actually spoke light language a lot through that the whole thing. And so and this is something everyone has access to. You don't have to listen to someone. Actually, when you connect to your light language, and so for people I've worked with, some people it comes through as like mudra movements, or other people see symbols, or other people speak it. And so when you connect with that, we all can connect in some way to our light language. And it's really good to listen to people do it. Like, it's helpful to listen to someone else do it. But when you speak to yourself, it's like your brain and your body are like, oh yeah, you're familiar. So if you're saying it, then it must be true. And so even though it's like a language that you don't know what's being said, your brain, it easily overrides your brain when you're speaking it to yourself, because your brain is like, oh, yes, I believe you. I know your voice, and I believe your voice. And so it's really important for me. Like, I love doing this type of stuff and speaking for people. But for me, my true passion is to bring them into a space where they fully connect to their light language. And so I do a course, like an attunement course, that's a group course. And so the next one's coming up in June. But if you don't want to wait until then, it is something that you and I can do in individual sessions. Generally, I would recommend probably 5 sessions, or around there, 3 to 5 sessions to do this. And then I'm creating a community where all of us who do speak light language, whether it's verbal, mudras, or symbols, where we can all get together and practice with each other, so that we can start to see how somebody else experiences your light. That's really important too, because we need to speak our light. And so, sometimes it comes out in English, but also to be able to speak your light language. So I'll have more details on that, but I do think I'm going to do a live here in the next week or two, separate from this, just to talk a little bit about my experience and how things have shaped for me, with the hopes that it assists others along their path. So again, like and share this video to anyone that you think will benefit from it. And I thank everyone who is able to show up for the live, and I thank everyone who shows up to listen to this on their own time. So thank you.